Hey, hi, hello. My name is Emily, and thanks so much for hanging out with us on the Today Needs You podcast. This is where we have the chance to chat about all the things, from feelings and friendships to our favorite sneakers and our favorite Bible verses. We're going to tackle it all. I'm super pumped about today's episode, so let's dive in together. Hi, Westin.
Hey.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for asking. We know each other from church.
Yes.
And I have been fortunate enough to have been your small group leader for a while.
For forever, yeah.
Which was fun. And yeah, just tell us about yourself and your involvement in things, because you have quite the puzzle of involvement in school things, extracurricular experience, and somehow you navigate it all. So tell us what you're up to.
Okay, so like you said, I go to the church. I'm in all the small groups. I work in the nurseries after hosting the online service in the mornings.
Nice.
For like the first service. And the second one, I'm in the nursery with all the little kids, which is so much fun. And then I try to go to the student nights and the Bible studies and all that. And then school-wise, I'm in a bunch of science classes. Like I'm in organic chemistry, AP bio, that kind of stuff. So I do lots of like groups with that and like
Yes.
just like hanging out
Because it
too.
Definitely requires support
Yes.
to be in those intense classes.
Oh, absolutely. Like we have a group of 6 of us girls in organic who we also did AP Chem last year. Mm-hmm. And so like every Wednesday we go out and usually we say we're going to study. And it's a 50-50 shot if that actually ends up happening.
Westin, are you a little chatty?
Never. But
Never anything to say.
no,
Yeah,
never.
no.
But we'll do that and we get to hang out and talk and that's
Yeah.
all fun. And then same thing with like my bio lab group. We all like to do things together. I used to do kickboxing, which was
Nice.
fun, which I started after I did Westlake cheer because I did that.
You did cheer a long time.
Competitive cheer I did since I was like 8.
Yeah.
And then I stopped that in high school because I started doing Westlake cheer. And I did that freshman, sophomore year, and then like part of junior year.
Yes.
But I ended up fracturing my spine junior year. Well, I fractured it end of sophomore year, like a week before summer break. And I just kind of ignored it.
Okay.
And then I refractured it in September of junior year.
Yeah.
And so they were basically like, you can't really do it anymore.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, reasonable. Mm-hmm. But then I did quit because of that. So
Yes.
then,
Good call.
And then I started doing kickboxing with some friends.
Cool.
But then I got a job, which was at the same time as kickboxing.
Okay.
So then I quit kickboxing, and now I'm doing Pilates
Amazing.
in the morning.
Amazing.
So
And wow, so you're like not bored
No.
at all. And you have a job now.
I do have a job now. Yeah.
You work at a store.
I work at Tyler's,
Yeah.
Village at Westlake.
Nice. Nice plug.
Yeah, plug. But no, it's fun. I like the people that are there.
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome.
the coworkers that I have are always really fun because it's like a lot of Westlake kids, but not Westlake seniors. So it's like people that I didn't know.
Right.
But like they're really nice. And
But y'all have been in the same like ecosystem for a long time.
Uh-huh. And
Yeah.
when you do closing shifts, you get close. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll see him in the hallways now and like we'll say hi and it's really fun.
That's very cool. And your family, you are one of how many siblings?
3 siblings, 4 kids.
Yeah. So you are one of 4.
4.
Sorry, I did ask that weird. I take responsibility for that. You're one of 4. And what is like the breakdown?
Okay, so the oldest is my sister Parker. Mm-hmm. She's 19. She's a freshman in college. Then there's me, obviously Westin, 17, senior in high school. Well,
Yes.
I've already said my name.
No, it's true. It's true.
And then third is my brother Trevor, who's 16, and he's a sophomore.
Okay.
And then the youngest is my little sister Cece, who's 13 and in 7th grade.
That's crazy because I've known y'all since you were 1. And so, yeah, super
crazy.
fun. Yeah. But with all of those things on your plate, first of all, what does one of the things that you do make you like the most excited? Because you have so much going on. And is there one that you're like, oh, I'm sorry, you failed to mention one extracurricular activity?
which is staying up to date on all things Harry Styles.
Oh, absolutely. That's an activity in itself.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be included in the list because Westin is my go-to for any and all potentially true. Like, I can come to you with...
I like to know it all.
Yes, with the rumors, with the factual information, with the exciting pictures and clips from shows. You got it all.
I do.
And so you spend a lot of time doing that.
Yeah. I like...
Which is impressive.
It is fun.
I just feel like it needs to count as an item of like hobbies and pastimes for you.
Okay, so then I guess maybe that one gets me the most excited because it's...
Okay, yeah. But other than that...
other than that, I love like doing everything with my friends. Like,
yeah.
I don't really care.
And you have lots of friends.
Yes, I have friends from all over. Like,
well, because your interests are so... You've done cheer, you've done OChem, you've done like all of that. Mm-hmm. And so your friends at Tyler's, like you have made church, you have made friends in all of these different spheres.
Yes.
And you maintain those friendships, which is so cool.
I try my best.
Yeah.
It can be hard because I do feel like a lot of kids, especially in high school, I feel like have like one friend group of like 10, 15 people that they do everything with, which is like great.
Yes, totally.
But I maybe have like smaller groups of like 5 people, but like
more
5
small
people
groups.
in chemistry, 5 people from church, 5 people from Mexico that I met that were exchange students.
Yeah.
5 people like that I like go to all my Harry Styles concerts with. Like it's just like a bunch of different people. So it can be hard, but I don't really care what it is as long as I'm doing it with them. Like I enjoy the like I guess community aspect of being with friends.
I feel like you're the definition of an extrovert.
Maybe.
You're like, give me more interaction, give me more, I don't know. Am I wrong?
Okay, so...
Not even wrong, just like, there's probably nuance to it.
True. I think it depends on your definition of an extrovert. Because,
that's really fair.
A lot of people are like, extroverted people are like very outgoing and like to hang out with people, which I think is very true. And in that instance, then I would say, yes, I'm absolutely an extrovert. However, some people would say like an extrovert gets energy from being with people, and I would say that's very much not true.
Yes.
Like the way that
I recharge.
Solitude. Yes, I recharge sitting at home on my bed reading a book. Like
amazing.
That is what I go home and do every night, and that's how I recharge.
Yeah.
So like by that definition, I would say like I'm an introvert because I need to be alone to like get my energy back.
Yes, we are the same in that way because I think I present as an extrovert, but I like totally have to.
Yes, being with people's fun, but it is so energy draining,
and I do have to go like toes up, like feet extended on my bed or on the couch, and like do just cuddle up with my dog Walter, and that is you're right. That's so true. I'm trying to think like my brother. I think is a genuine extrovert.
Yeah.
Like
probably
he is, and by genuine I mean likes hanging out with a lot of people and gets energy from it, and I am like, that is so the opposite of me.
Yes,
that is so impressive.
Yes.
Okay, so you have all the things going on, no pun intended, all the things, but you have to have experienced times where like it was way too much and you were like, what is going on?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I have my little paper planner because I refuse to do it on technology.
I love that.
And like,
there's something about physically writing it down that helps.
And being able to cross things off.
Ooh, yes, so satisfying.
It is.
You are preaching to the choir over here, I know. I will write things down, like write out my plan for today and then write it all the way down and then get to cross that off too.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yep, absolutely. I like every day in the morning I'll write like for like school, I'll write like first, second, third, fourth, and like so on, like all my periods.
Yes.
And then like once I finish the class, I'll either like write the homework or I'll like cross through that if there's like nothing.
That is the
great.
Best.
But no, I like have my paper planner, and there's definitely been times where I've like not like I've seen like a box for a day that I've been like, oh, let me like write something in it to do, and like there's not even room.
There's
to,
no
like,
room.
write more things.
Yeah.
So it can get very overwhelming sometimes,
Yeah.
I would say, with like all of the stuff, because I try to do, again, like church, FCA, work.
You try to like balance it all, but you also have like let it take on, it's kind of like a rhythm that has looked different in different seasons. Like sometimes school takes a front seat and you focus on it and go all in, and everything else kind of gets a little bit smaller. And like that happens, I think, it for different things in different times. But what have you done in order to like get less overwhelmed or declutter the calendar a little bit so that you can fit stuff in?
I would say I love structure and organization. Like, I am not one of the people who's like gonna get a call and be like, hey, do you want to be here in 10 minutes? And I'll be there. Like, it's not gonna happen. So I've learned to kind of like structure out my week in a way where it's like, Monday, I'll kind of like do school, try and get everything though like non-school related done. So like if I want to go do something with friends after school, like that's my Monday day. And then like Tuesday and Wednesday is like I'm gonna work, like actually like go to my job and work and like do that kind of stuff. And then like Thursday is like cramming for school, like getting all the schoolwork out of the way. And then usually that leaves me like Friday and like Saturday night I can have with friends. Saturday in the mornings I'm gonna work like at my job again, and then Sundays I have to do all the church things.
So you've basically like block scheduled
my entire week.
I love it. And you've gotten that rhythm, and it probably allows you that recharge time too. Because I'm like, you spend so much time with people and do so many things and still have to recharge.
Yes.
But I feel like you prioritize that as well in the same way that you prioritize doing all the stuff. I think you do a good job of also of knowing that like rest is included in the list of critical things that must be done.
And I think that's the other thing is, especially with like curfews, it's always tempting, at least for me, to be like, I have a midnight curfew for like every single night of the week.
Okay, yeah.
So like
It's
I know
always
some
the
kids
same.
are like, you have to be somewhere on school nights versus like weekends, which is like good
That
or
was
whatever.
mine,
But mine is always midnight. And so what I've realized is that I used to like be like, I'm going to stay out till midnight every single night because I can.
Like bump right up against
And so
it.
like what I've realized is that it's way better to be like, okay, since I can be home at this time, I'm going to be home at this time.
Yeah.
So like instead of like going to work, finishing closing shift at 9, instead of going out for 3 more hours just because I can, I can maybe go home and like decompress after a long day.
Westin, thanks so much for sharing. We hope to hear from you again soon, and we probably will. /thanks for being our intern. Thanks so much for listening while we're just getting started. If you want to stay plugged into this community, like, subscribe, and let us know what you'd like to hear more about, who you would like to hear from by shooting us an email at info@allthethings.community.